Chad.
All right.
Turn my volume up there a little bit. Just a little bit.
All right. Good morning, everybody. It's
Morning.
29th, 2020. For whatever reason, can't hear you too well. So, wow, what a crazy day yesterday.
Right. Right.
I mean, let's get right into it. I mean, probably the biggest story is the Chadwick Boseman story.
Right.
Kind of funny because we just, like I said, on Kobe's birthday, I think we talked about it.
Right.
We just did the tribute. I believe it was recorded in like February. So, we were kind of sick in that video. It was a tribute. If you guys missed it, 23 is Kobe Day, number 8 he wore, and 23 because he wore. So it was a great tribute. So if you haven't watched it, check it out. Some great murals all over LA.
Wow.
Kobe Bryant. But let's talk about the Chadwick Boseman. I mean, 43 years old, suffering from 4 years. This movie, got 42 in the background. Jackie Robinson.
Right.
James Brown.
Right. I was about to mention that.
And then he did the, Black Panther movie. So, just sad news. I think I told a couple people we just need a redo on 2020. Just so many deaths, so many things going on. Just crazy. Our streets are full of hate. Rioting and protesting and politics and COVID, and I don't know what else. So, what is your on Chadwick?
Well, I mean, the Chadwick Boseman. I mean, I some people, like just to go back to like 2000 and I don't know if I can't remember the year that Eddie Guerrero passed away.
Right.
The WWE superstar. But I remember you calling me, and back then SmackDown, the WWE SmackDown show was pre-recorded. Right. on Tuesday. It used to come on Tuesdays, but it was obviously pre-recorded like 2 days ahead. And I watched it, and then I think you called me on a Thursday and told me about his passing, and it was like, like you watch these these actors, or everybody knows that we're all human, but you get so caught up in certain actors playing different characters and just whatever you're watching, if you watch it faithfully, it grows on you. And I remember you calling me, and it was like I lost, like, obviously because I'm Latino and Mexican. That hit me pretty hard, regardless of the race. I mean, but just a little bit more closer to the background, so it hit me really hard. So my whole point is, when I actually went out, did a little shopping yesterday, and I went to the GNC and I got me some creatine pills and stuff like that, trying to stay healthy as I can. And sometimes I don't even know if it's even worth spending the money on stuff like that, because you just never know. You could be as healthy as you want, healthy as an ox, but, not wake up or whatever, and I hate to say that, but that's the reality of it. And, I went in there and I purchased what I purchased, and I said, I need a shaker. I need a new shaker. And, the first one I looked at was a Black Panther one, and I shared it on Facebook. Certain people, seen it. And prior to that day, I was at a friend's house, and we were talking about movies, and we were talking about the Marvel movies and everything. And I brought up, how I love Black Panther and movie, and how he was just, Chadwick Boseman was so great in that. And my friend was like, he was like, it was all right. It was all right. When I just looked at him and smirked, like, yeah, what are you talking about? That was a great movie. But yeah, so it hit me hard, and I couldn't believe it. I'm sitting with him yesterday, and I get on Twitter and I see, he just passed away like 26 minutes ago, and I couldn't believe it. It was so ironic that I just went and purchased this thing, and I was giving him praise the day before, not knowing what. Like many other people, not knowing what he was going through for 4 years. I mean, it's just mind blowing to me. And he, like I said, like you mentioned, he played different roles, and they obviously they picked him to play James Brown. They picked him to play Black Panther and Jackie Robinson. I mean, you talk about leaving behind a great movie legacy, or just for kids and African Americans to look up to. They're going to be looking up to him for a long time, and that's great. That's the one thing that's great that I believe he left behind. And yeah, it hit me pretty hard yesterday. I know I didn't know him obviously, but you feel like you know them, and it was very really sad, And I was talking to my daughter about that, and told her that's why you need to stay off your phone a little bit more, and watch a movie with me, and and just whatever, to spend more quality time together, because you just never know what someone's going through. And even when you're that close with a friend or relative, you still never know what's going on, and you gotta cherish all that time, man. And yeah, that is a really sad day, and I even feel it today, because it's still on surreal. So
Yeah, I mean, I think it was on 8/23, so it was about 6 days ago. I mean, Kenny Smith from Inside NBA, Houston Rockets player, now announcer.
right.
He said he was comparing Kobe or whatever to Chadwick, because he played the Black Panther, but he was like,
Right.
this is a real life hero. And then,
Sure.
5 minutes later, he passes.
Right. And if I could mention, it was so ironic that he passed away on Jackie Robinson Day. That's what really blew my mind. It was Jackie Robinson Day, as you can see behind me, or my background, paying homage, and we'll talk about that, I'm sure, in a minute. But yeah, I mean, just like, it's so ironic the way things happen, and I never used to believe the saying or the phrase, things happen for a reason, but there's been so many things going on. I believe it now. And rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman, a guy. It's just a sad thing, for sure.
Definitely. So let's talk a little bit about sports. The NBA playoffs, they resumed tonight. There is some crazy stuff going on in sports. I don't mean to get on my soapbox, but I'll give you an update right now on NBA playoffs and what's the series and stuff like that. But I got to be honest. I mean, we're talking about from NBA to NHL to WNBA to MLB. Everybody postponed their games because of what happened in Kenosha. So I think everybody has friends and family members, police officers all over the country. I'm not saying that their job is easy. Their job is definitely difficult. But I got to be honest with you. It doesn't matter who the president is currently, or in November. I think it needs to start at the local level. It needs to start with the hiring process of police officers. It just needs to stop. The injustice needs to stop. Police brutality just needs to stop. I mean, I've lived through so many different injustices going on with urban areas where cops, take advantage of their authority.
Right.
You beat not blacks. I mean, it's all lives matter. You know what I mean? So, now it's green Detroit. I mean, this
Right. Been going on forever, man.
It's been going on forever. I mean, it just needs to stop. But like I said, it hire these cops. They need some type of empathy training. They need some type of personal training.
Right.
With people, more hand-to-hand combat. I mean, it needs to
therapy.
Process, when they hire these cops. And cops have been on the force for 10, 20 years.
Right. They know better than that already. They should.
I'm just saying, they just need to be trained.
Right.
You know what I mean? These guys need to go through all kinds of training to dealing with the public. It's difficult. And like I said, I understand, being a cop, your life's at risk. Like I said, when it comes to sports, I got to say, the show must go on. I don't think anything needs to be political. I really do. I really think everything needs to be political. Everything doesn't need to be political. Look, we're a fan, NBA, NHL, MLB, whatever, we're a fan, okay? Let's play the game. You know what I mean? That's the way I see it. Let's play the game. Let the politicians handle the politician. Look, if you want to wear something on your jersey, Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, Jackie Robinson, whatever the case may be, put it on your jersey.
Right.
Playing the game. Kenny Smith walked off the studio the other day on Inside NBA to supporting the players not playing. Look, dude, I understand you have opinions, but I think at the end of the day, you're a sports announcer. You guys can talk about it, but I think at the end of the day, you guys just need to continue doing what you're doing. We pay you to get. The fans are putting money in your pocket. It's a business. Let's play the game.
Right.
I think what happened in Kenosha. I think you guys playing the game and making a brief announcement about it and saying, hey, this needs to stop, and then let's play the game. Like I said, not everybody's a politician. I think they just need to leave it to what's going on in Washington. Just leave that shit alone. Riots need to stop. All this just need to stop so we can put this country back together. I just don't get it, like what's going on. Everybody's divided. We just need to, especially during COVID, we need to get past this and we need to move on. Shit. Like I said, I need to get on myself. That's
right.
I mean, what's your take on this?
No,
we talked briefly a little about it.
No, I can understand the way you feel, and I agree with you, but at the same time, it's like, it's like there's two different sides, and it's like we just said, it's been going on forever. We dealt with that, and I'll tell a couple of quick stories after I get my point across, but I mean, like, everybody needs to be entertained, but something like needs to be done. And these athletes and people that are on TV and being seen worldwide, I mean, they're on, they have a platform, like no others. I mean, like, so for them to get out to do what they did, with the Bucks, and I mean, like, I didn't realize how, I know how big it is, but when you actually see the soccer world, tennis players, like all around athletes are just like, they're sticking together. And that's amazing to me. That, like, I mean, we've never seen nothing like this ever. And hopefully we don't have to see this ever again. But that was, it was pretty mind blowing that all these, I was on the ESPN app and just seeing, like I said, all these different athletes sticking together and whether they're African-American or whatever race, I was talking about, hold on, let me get his name here. Bruce Maxwell, kneeling 1 year after Colin Kaepernick did. And you know, I didn't even know about that, but just everybody taking a stand for whatever the purpose is. And yeah, you know, we need to, you know, do something like we're doing this podcast to hopefully, you know, make people's day go by and just give them something to listen to and just enjoy, and you know, give them a peace of mind, and take their minds off from the real world if they're, you know, if they are listening to us or watching us. But I mean, I believe you got to, you know, you got to stand up for certain things, and the only way it's going to stop is if we do, is if, you know, the athletes, you know, like they get paid like all this money and everything, of course, but they're like putting that aside. Like they don't, you know, whether they got paid already and it's in their bank account or not already. They're not. That's not what they're. You know, it's not about that to them, and they're trying to make a stand. And so, I mean, like, you know, like I always say, it is what it is. But I mean, you know, more power to them. And when I seen Kenny Smith, you know, walk off the set, and you know, I was like, wow, like, you know, it's a real thing, and like you said, something needs to happen. And you know, we grew up in, you know, Southwest Detroit. You know, you were kind of, you know, a little bit here back and forth, Arizona to Detroit, but you know, there were times that me, you, and you know, won't mention no names, but a few friends, we were just going to get something to eat. And I remember one specific time that we were going to do that. We weren't drinking, we weren't smoking, we weren't doing nothing wrong. We was hanging out. I don't know what, you know, it might have been like 9, 10 o'clock. And, you know, back over here, back in the day, that was like, we had gang squad, not just the police. And we got pulled over, and they were, you know, they were hassling us and everything like that. You know, I wouldn't say they were racially profiling us or nothing like that, but, you know, I mean, we were all Mexican. and you know, 5 of us in a town car, and we pulled us over, no reason. And I remember you telling one of the police officers or gang squad guys, you know, asking him what his name was, because you wanted to, you know, let your mother know who's, you know, she knows some people, and you know, you felt it wasn't right. It wasn't right. There was no reason to pull us over, even though you know, anybody can get pulled over for any reason. It doesn't have to be. It could be suspicion, whatever. But I just remembered like things like that happening, and you know, I don't know what the outcome of that was, but I remember you talking to him and like, okay, buddy, you know, I got your name, whatever. You know, he didn't get too smart or nothing like that, but no, we grew up and been through that type of stuff, and you know, it's like you said, it's been around forever. It ain't going nowhere. And you know, if I could share one more story, 1995, me, a couple friends, 4 other friends went to Cedar Point, and we was actually gonna leave. You know, at Cedar Point, they like midnight or something, they do a fireworks show, and we wasn't gonna stick around at first, and then we decided to stay and watch it. We were gonna leave earlier, and that might have been, you know, that might have helped us out in the incident that happened. So when we're leaving, you know, you pull out and you got to go to the freeway. You got to make a left. We got in a car accident. Somebody hit us, and state police were there. You know, they separated. It was us, and I'm not trying to, but it's me, 2 girls, 2 guys, you know, including myself, and we're all Mexican. They separated us from the other group, which were all white, and they questioned, they talked to them first, and then they came up to us and asked us what happened. And we told them the truth. My friend's girlfriend was driving. She said we were pulling out, and they whatever, I don't know what was going on with them. They were drinking or whatever. They hit us dead on. It was their fault. So they took us to the side, told her she cannot drive her car, park it to the side, and went back, talked to them, and let them go. The state police let them leave, and I believe they didn't go home. They went into the Cedar Point. You know, we're right there, but near the exit. So, anyways, so they wouldn't let us drive the car home. We live all the way in Detroit, and So they took the 2 girls and they dropped them off down the street at a Denny's. Came back, picked up me and my 2 friends, and proceeded to drop us off at the same Denny's, And as we're getting out, I told the police, I asked the police officer, I said, how are we going to get home? They were like, I don't know, find a way. So now I was just, I'm 15 years old, and I was like, wow. So they dropped us off at a Denny's. Thank God that my cousin, always there for me, I called him and I said, hey, think you come pick me up? Yeah, man, where you at? Ohio? What? So it was crazy. And after that happened, we got home. It was like, he was like, I'll be there in a minute. I'll be there as soon as I can. I called him about 12:30. He got there like almost 2 o'clock. We got home at like almost 5 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning. And, me and my 2 friends, we couldn't even sleep because we were talking about it. We couldn't believe what happened. It was like a little bit, we were talking about it, but it was a little bit of silence going on, because we couldn't believe that happened. Like, wow, like how could they just, like we're kids, we're teenagers. And I told myself, I said, I will never, ever go back to Cedar Point again. And I ain't been back. I ain't been there since. And I probably won't never go. But yeah, that took a toll on me, personally. But so yeah, I just wanted to share that story. It was pretty crazy.
Right. So, I mean, like I said, the injustice that's happening in America, I mean, it's just tragic. I mean, what's going on in Kenosha with, excuse me, Jake Blake. I mean, for the cops to do that to that guy, I mean, shoot him 7 times, it's just tragic. But like I said, we don't know all the stories, what that officer, was thinking, but just tragic, and injustice just needs to stop. I mean, we just need to.
It's tiring, man. It's tiring.
It's tiring, man. Just needs to stop. So, just prayers out to his family. I hope he recovers. I know they said he was paralyzed and stuff like that. So, let's hope he comes out and okay. I'm glad he didn't pass. So,
right.
So let's get back to the NBA. I said I believe what I read earlier that they're going to resume today. So,
right.
What's your take on? I don't know if you've been watching some of the games. Phenomenal, competition right. In the bubble. But what's your take on? Have you watched any of the games or anything like that?
I haven't been able to because I've been working a lot, but
right.
I've been trying to pay attention, and just the fact that they're about to start up again is like, it's. I think the games are gonna be a lot better. Obviously, everybody's gonna play with a lot more passion and play with a purpose, with even more purpose. And I'm gonna try to tune in as much as I can. Like I said, I've been working a lot lately, but.
Right.
I'm gonna try to, and I appreciate you giving me giving me your password on ESPN so I can tune in and watch some of the games in the NHL. But yeah, I'm gonna try to tune in as much as I can. Like I said, I just been kind of getting updates and stuff like that. And God, I got to update the one guy. I forgot his name, but he had like 40-something point game again, like monster game that you were actually telling me about him the other day. But like I said, I'm not so many players, new players. I gotta get better at, paying attention to what's going on and stuff. Kind of fell off, but
well, the Lakers.
I'll get it back together.
Well, yeah, I don't mean to interrupt you. The Lakers got a commanding lead of 3-1, so they bounced back. Portland did win that game 1, so but.
Right.
Like Lakers, they'll I don't know if they're playing tonight or not, but if they do, they probably will close out that series. Houston and OKC that's tied up 2-2. Okay. So that's a really good series going on. You got the Denver and Utah Jazz. Denver's down 2. Jazz has got 3-2 down there. And the Clippers are 3-2. The one that I was telling you about was the Luka. He's a phenomenal.
That's who I'm talking about, right?
He's really good. He reminds me of that other what was the German Dirty Dirk? Dirk.
Oh, Dirt, the whiskey.
So
Right.
that's a great series. Have you been watching it? Luke is really good. He's a real phenomenal player, young kid. Um, and then you got the East going on, Milwaukee 3-1. They probably should have closed out that series, but they probably will close out that series with Orlando. Orlando doesn't even look like they showed up. And then Miami eliminated the Pacers.
I've seen that.
Yeah, so they moved on to the next round. And then Boston eliminated Philadelphia, and then Toronto eliminated the Brooklyn Nets. So it's going to be Boston and Toronto. So I think Toronto should win that series. So
Really? Wow.
I think they'll go to the finals there.
Boston been playing pretty good though, so I mean,
Yeah. See what happens. So let's move on. We're going to stay in sports. So the NHL resumes again tonight. They also did a boycott the last couple days playing. So there's I don't know if you've seen some of the games, just phenomenal NHL hockey. If you have never watched NHL, this is probably the best time to tune in during the playoffs. Definitely missed the Red Wings being in the playoffs, but soon enough.
right.
So right now you still got the Philadelphia Flyers in it with the Islanders. They're knotted up 1-1 right now. You got Tampa Bay that's down 2-1 to the Boston Bruins. I think you went with Boston taking that series. So
Right.
great hockey going on. Right now the the Vegas Knights, it's 1-1 against Vancouver. Vegas Knights blew out Vancouver game 1, 5-0. That was
Good.
a
I can't stand Vancouver.
yeah, they did take that up. So it is 1-1 now. And then you got the Dallas Stars Colorado series going on. Got
Take Dallas in that.
I got Colorado winning that series, but Dallas Stars, they look really good.
Right.
We'll see what's going on, and then that's what's going on in hockey. I mean, have you been watching any of the hockey going on, or at least the highlights?
Right.
Have you watched any of the games going on?
No. Once again, like I said, I haven't been able to tune in because I've just been so busy. But like I said, only way I know about the hockey and the basketball is I've been getting updates. I've been working like a madman, so it's kind of hard for me to watch the games and stuff like that. But I'm just kind of going off of what you tell me, and like I said, getting updates and stuff like that. So I will be watching. Like I said, you gave me your password for the app so I can check it out. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get on that for sure because I do want to check it. I miss watching, everything. I used to watch, as much sports as I could possibly, but
All right.
just got a lot going on. But I'm gonna start tuning in, even if I can just watch it on the phone. And I miss hockey. I miss, I haven't went to a game in I don't know how long, and that hopefully everything gets back to normal because I definitely not only miss watching it, I just miss like going to the games and stuff for sure.
Well, let's jump over to the MLB. They released power rankings recently. I know we've been watching some of the games. They're going to resume play today. The Brewers were probably the first team to boycott, and then right now it looks like Los Angeles is number one team right now to beat. So they got number one in the power rankings. You got Tampa Bay, and then you got your team Oakland A's that are number 3. So,
Right.
your thoughts on some baseball? I know we had Jackie Robinson Day yesterday. Just a huge day,
Right.
bad day, but a huge day at the same time. Have you been catching any games?
I mean, I've been kind of listening to the Tigers game on the phone, and I said it's been really hard for me to keep up with a lot of stuff. But the Oakland A's. I know the Yankees they're still in first place,
Right.
and I kind of just, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit biased. I just been paying attention to the Tigers. There's so much going on with them, and kind of just obviously they give updates as on the radio and stuff like that. So I kind of been just going off of that. And I mentioned St. Louis Cardinals, and they're not doing too hot. I thought they were doing a lot better, when I talked about them last week. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I I don't the Oakland, like I said, Oakland A's, the Yankees, like I said, I've been kind of paying attention to the Tigers. Just they've been up and down and stuff like that. They got beat pretty bad by the Cubs the first game, and then they won the second one, I believe, like 7-6 or something like that. So the interleague play is always fun to watch, and I'm just hoping that they stay afloat so they can get in. I think I'm not sure, not that much longer. It's going to be halfway already through the season. So once again, every single game counts, every pitch counts. So I'm trying to pay attention as much as I can. There's so much going on, and I'm trying to pay more attention to the games and to how the players are doing, other than the what's going on in the world. And it's kind of hard not to pay attention to that, but at the same time, it's like I said earlier, it's tiring, man. Just I just want to enjoy sports without all this negativity. It's so hard to enjoy it, though. But this is where we're at. So yeah, I'm just trying to pay attention to as much as I can.
Let's talk about that number you have right behind you.
Right.
That was 42.
Right.
Jackie Robinson Day. What a big day.
Right. For sure.
Definitely we weren't alive when Jackie Robinson was playing, but definitely got to take your hat off. Players were number 42
right.
Robinson Day.
Yeah.
So
it's been.
So I just wanted to bring that up, MLB. So
right. Yeah, it's been just to give everybody a little reminder. It's been 16 years since they started since Jackie Robinson Day, broke in, and everybody started wearing the patches and stuff like that. Since 1947, he broke the barrier, and he didn't do it just for African Americans. He did it for just Hispanics and just any other race. Japanese players. I mean, like, look around the league. I mean, if you'd have told me all these different races back in the day, but I mean, like, once again, everything changes. You got so many foreign players, whether it's Hispanics or Japanese, and it's and that's the beautiful thing about baseball. That's what I love about baseball. Is like it's not about it's if you could play the game, then hey, you're gonna get drafted, you're gonna get called up, and yeah, I mean, thanks to Jackie Robinson, it's bigger than baseball, obviously,
right.
And I was kind of reading Jackie Robinson's secret Dodgers contract. I'm just gonna read a little bit because I didn't know about this. Hall of Fame baseball executive Branch Rickey, Brooklyn Dodgers president at the time, had been scouting black players since he arrived 3 years earlier, but had to do it out of sight of executives' intent on keeping baseball segregated. And then that's when they found, four sports star athlete in Jackie Robinson out of UCLA, and he became the focus of recruitment efforts. And on August 28th, 1945, Jackie Robinson signed with the Montreal Royals, Dodgers affiliate, and the executive Branch Rickey asked that Robinson tell only his family of his new contract. And Branch Rickey, he was a scout. He recruited for the Negro Leagues in 45, and just a lot of history there, man. And it's pretty crazy to see where everything's at now. And thank you, Jackie Robinson.
Hats off to Jackie Robinson.
Right.
So we're gonna stay on sports. We're gonna switch it up. We're gonna go to NFL. Still don't know. I don't know if they made an official announcement whether if they're gonna have a reduced season or they're gonna have any season for the NFL. But I wanted to stay on NFL because Coach Rivera just announced last week that he was diagnosed with cancer. So I don't know.
Right.
He said
I seen that.
Yeah, he said he was going to still coach until he could. So just sad, people were getting cancer. Cancer sucks. So,
Yeah.
fuck cancer. But what's your thoughts on Washington cancer? I mean, it's got to be
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I've been watching him. I used to watch. We used to watch Ron Rivera play the game,
right.
and he was a great player. And yeah, when I actually got the update on my phone, and I was just like, wow, it seems like that cancer is really coming back hard, hitting everybody, and it's a scary thing, especially even for me and getting up in age. And like I said, I went to GNC yesterday. I'm trying to take care of myself,
Right.
but I mean, it's gonna get you. It's gonna get you. I guess it's gonna get you. So,
Right.
God bless Ron Rivera, and hopefully he can beat it.
Right.
And I did read that it's they called it early stages, so it is something that can be beat. So hopefully he beats it and he stays healthy. And yeah, like obviously, like one more thing added to the Washington Redskins. I mean, geez, they might have a.
No more. That's not their name no more.
Oh well, yeah. I'm sorry, I forgot. But well, it's gonna take me a minute to adapt to that. But they they might have a big year because they're dealing with so much, and sometimes when franchise is dealing with that much, they tend to come out and something have a crazy season or a good season. But yeah, hopefully we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, so we're still gonna stay on sports. I don't know if you've been watching any UFC, but Amanda Nunes versus Megan, UFC 256. That's going to be in December 12th. Should be a good fight. I know we don't get to catch probably as much mixed martial arts lately, but
Right.
hopefully you tune into that. What's your thoughts on that fight coming up? I love it. Mix it up.
Yeah, I miss watching UFC and stuff like that, and her opponent. I mean, she's a beast. I mean, she's she can't be beat. Honestly, I'm trying to look her up, and I kind of know her stats, but I just wanted to make sure. But yeah, I mean, she's definitely probably gonna be obviously Ronda Rousey. They made different divisions because of Ronda Rousey. So,
Right.
but she's on another whole level. Like she's just, she's a beast, and she's definitely gonna probably beat her opponent. I forgot her name, who she's gonna fight. But yeah, I'm looking forward. Like I said, boxing has been coming back slowly, so got to catch a couple fights, on Fox. PBC on Fox, and yeah, I miss the UFC. I miss all of that, even without the fans and all that. That when it comes to that, I don't care if there's nobody in the audience. I want to see the fight, and it gives you an opportunity to focus actually more on what's going on in the octagon. So,
Right.
Yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully, it doesn't get postponed. She's like I said, she's beat. I was trying to think. Chris Cyborg. She's beat. I mean, anybody you put in front of Amanda Nunes, she's
Right.
a beast. So, Megan Anderson. She's a good fighter. I think she won her last 3 fights. Trying to look it up right here. Yeah, Nunes. She's 19-4. Megan Anderson is 11-4. MMA 3-2 in the UFC. Amanda Nunes, she's a two division champion. I mean, yeah, featherweight, bantamweight champion. So she's gonna go down as the greatest female MMA fighter. Period. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens, and I believe what's the name too? Anderson Silva, I think. If I'm not mistaken, is they're trying to set up a fight for him too. So, yeah, hopefully everything gets back to normal in the fight game, because I definitely miss that. As long as I can watch boxing, I'm good.
Right. All right, so we're going to stay in still sports. WWE SummerSlam just was last Sunday. I know
Right.
you're a WWE person.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
the Fiend wins the title. Roman Reigns returns to the ring. What's your thoughts on?
Well, that was pretty cool to see Roman Reigns come back after he beat leukemia himself, and then once the COVID hit, they had a couple they had like 2 pay-per-views a month, and he decided to pull out, with for obvious reasons, his health. He's not uh, he deals with his health a little bit differently than others because of having leukemia. But yeah, when he came back, he looked great, man. He was ready. You could tell he's ready to go, and happy to be back. Like I said, he looked like he bulked up a little bit, but yeah, big Roman Reigns fan for sure. And yeah, the pay-per-view, it was pretty cool. I watched. I got the network, so kind of tune in whenever I can with that too. And yeah, I'm always WWF to WWE fan. I love it. I'm just a big kid.
Right.
So, but yeah, it was pretty cool to watch. It's not like it used to be, but I tune in for certain guys, and Roman Reigns is definitely one to tune in to watch. Cousin of The Rock, uh, Samoan guy, but yeah, he's always fun to watch for sure.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. So I just got an update. Kind of sad news. Just got an update. Looks like Cliff Robinson.
Oh, wow.
Cliff, he just passed.
Oh my God.
Kind of sad. I just got
Wow.
it.
Wow, Uncle Cliff.
Cause of death is not revealed, but in 2007, Cliff suffered brain hemorrhage. We don't know what was the factor of his death. Oh, Cliff,
Wow.
man, great player. Jesus Christ.
Oh man, I got a lot of memories of watching him for sure.
Yeah.
Before we got Rasheed Wallace, and he was the guy stepping out hitting threes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And yeah, I used to love watching him. I liked him a lot. I thought he was very underrated for sure. Oh damn, that's sad, man.
Rest in peace, Cliff Robinson. So
Right.
another basketball legend. I don't know how many rings Cliff won. I don't know if he was on that '95 team when Portland won that. Or no, not Port. Oh, no, was he on the Houston Rockets in '95?
Yeah. When we beat them, yeah, he was.
Yeah, I think he was. But
No.
Robinson, boy, he can step out and hit that three.
Oh yeah.
I just got that update, man. Wow, just crazy. I mean, let's stay on basketball. 8-3, Kobe's. I know we talked about it. There was murals all over LA.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was wearing his jersey and stuff like that.
Right.
This is a great legend. I don't know if did you catch that video that I sent you?
No, I didn't watch it, but I'm gonna watch it a little bit later for sure.
Ice Cube's son in it. They had Boseman in it. So they had some.
Right.
They had.
Yeah.
So they were doing an imitation of the way Kobe did. I think Snoop Dogg wore a suit going into a game, just like Kobe.
Right. That's cool. Yeah, I didn't want to really.
Great stuff.
I didn't really want to watch. I was kind of like still blown away by
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman passing. I was like, I didn't feel like crying, so.
Right.
I'm a Cancer, so it's very easy for me to tear up. I'm a very emotional person, but yeah, I'm gonna check it out later. But no, Cliff Robinson, he never. I just love looking it up. He never won a championship, but he was.
The Houston Rockets in '95, maybe not. But with the Dream and Kenny Smith, he didn't play there.
No, he played for the Trailblazers from '89 to '97, and I remember him for the Phoenix Suns. He came to then he came to the Pistons, and then Golden State Warriors and New Jersey Nets towards the end of his career. But he was a 2-time NBA All-Defensive, second team in 2000 and 2002, and NBA Sixth Man of the Year in '93. Yeah, I mean, he was a great player, man. He definitely was a great contributor, but yeah, had a heck of a career, man. Selected 36 overall in the '89 draft. So yeah, I mean, yeah, rest in peace, Uncle. They used to call him Uncle Cliffy. Yeah, when he came to us, he was a veteran already. So
Right.
yeah, that's pretty sad.
So we're gonna stay on sports. I know we talked about the Kelly stalemate. What's your thoughts on that? I was reading
Oh,
the article.
yeah. You know what? I kind of read a little bit of it, and I just kind of like came across it,
Right.
and they were just kind of saying like she wasn't really an outspoken person,
Correct.
and then it just like there was so many things going on. She had to do something. Uh, she wanted to do something to try to make a change, and you know, yeah. I mean, like I said, I didn't be honest with you. I didn't really know exactly who she was, but she had a little thing going on, like who's pretty much like who's coming with me, who let's do this and all that. So she started protesting, and yeah, I noticed that WNBA, like nobody's been talking about they always leave them out of the circle for some reason, and I seen that that's kind of what caught my eye. I was like, I always trying to tune in to the WNBA and pay a little bit of attention. I think I watched a little bit of the game last Sunday or Saturday, and but yeah, it was just a little story that caught my eye, and that's great. Like I said, it's affecting everybody, and everyone understands that, no matter what sport you play in, male or female. And yeah, I thought it was just a cool story. That's why I sent it to you. But once again, everybody's trying to do their part, and she's definitely doing hers. So yeah, just a story I caught, and I wanted to share with you.
Right. So also I wanted to bring up. There's been just so many passings in the last week. We're going to switch over to entertainment or music or whatever. So Jack Sherman, the guitarist for the Red Hot Chili Peppers, just passed. He was 64. Like I said, so many people have just passed. I mean, it's just crazy.
Right.
I don't know if you're a big Red Hot Chili Pepper fan. I mean,
Yeah.
some of the
yeah. I mean, I never, I grew up listening to them, and there was actually the first time I seen them. There was a skateboarding movie back in the day called Thrash, and they was actually in there, and I was like, oh my god, like I didn't know it was them, and so like I watched the movie a couple times, and I was like, wow, like they and that movie was filmed in L.A. That's where they're obviously they're from, California, and Anthony Kiedis is from L.A. So yeah, I always loved Red Hot Chili Peppers, but yeah, that's definitely a blow for sure. They've been around for so long.
So I don't know if the theaters, I wanted to bring that up. I don't know if the movie theaters opened up in Michigan, but they opened up here yesterday,
Oh wow!
Arizona. So it looks like we're trying to resume
Right.
back to some type of normal. But AMC
That's
was movies for 15 cents yesterday.
wow.
I think like 100 years ago, prices or whatever it was.
Right.
I don't think movie theaters are open there in the
No. You know what? I just actually asked my daughter yesterday if she knew if the theaters were open, because we were thinking about going to I brought up going to the drive-ins, and I said that's the only theater that's open over in Fort Wyoming. Probably one of the only drive-in theaters in the world. And but yeah, they haven't opened. Pretty sure they haven't opened yet. She told me they didn't, but that's awesome, And at least 15 cents. I mean, geez.
Yeah, 15 cents for a movie.
Yeah, but I'm waiting. I'm hoping they open. They got a couple other, Bill and Ted's, the new one, Face the Music, coming out, and I kind of wanted to go see that and take her. But yeah, I don't know. I might go to the drive-in maybe next weekend or something like that. Check it out. Man, I definitely miss the movies, miss the theater, going to the theater, and I'm just as much as I love sports, I'm the same with the movies, and yeah, I miss that. We used to, when I was younger, we used to go all the time. Like sometimes we would go on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It was ridiculous, but hopefully we'll maybe the next show or one after that we'll talk about some movies. Our top 10 favorite movies or something like that. Give everybody a break from the political and stuff, and you know, all the sadness and passings, everything going around. So just give them a little something fun to watch, listen to.
So I wanted to,
I look forward to that.
you mentioned Bill and Ted. That was funny because it's part three. I mean, they're a lot older, of course.
Yeah.
Part one, I don't know if anybody knows it, but part one actually was filmed here in Phoenix. A part of it, when they were going through the ice rink. You remember that part?
Okay.
Where
Yeah.
the were falling down an ice rink. That was actually here at a local mall. That mall was actually demolished a couple of weeks ago. It's called Metro Center. But I skated down there, and it's funny that that Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure was taped down there, and that mall is now gone.
Right. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
So
You said the mall? That was the mall?
yeah, these have an ice
Oh, wow.
like Fairlane. Remember when Fairlane had the ice rink in it? Yeah, so they had, and it's called Metro Mall, but it's gone now. They knocked it down a couple weeks ago.
Oh, wow. Damn.
I'm just thinking about when Bill and Ted's Excellent, or the third movie, I forgot what it's called, but
Right.
it was filmed a little bit here in Phoenix.
Yeah. Sometimes change sucks, man. They knock things down, get rid of them.
To get rid of it, yeah. So we're going to switch over to kind of news. I know the wildfires are still going on in California. Just wanted to say, you know, prayers to, you know, anybody that's lost any of their homes or anybody that's passed. You know, give your hats off to all the EMS and the fire guys that are out there, firefighters trying to stop that. I know it was approaching Napa County the other day, so I don't know if you caught that. So prayers out to California for the wildfires. So,
Right. So how long has that been going on? It's been like almost a couple weeks.
yeah, it's been a couple weeks. So
Wow, that's crazy.
it's crazy. Yeah. So
Yeah, I seen it when it first started. You know, I paid attention to it on the news at least like 2 or 3 days. But yeah, I was just like, wow. I mean, that's
I was
crazy.
with somebody the other day, and just, you know, all the crazy, the racial injustice, wildfires, passing, the political world, just craziness, right?
Right.
And I said, what else could happen? Well, maybe a fucking meteor will hit us. It's funny because there is a meteor on its way that's going to hit.
Right.
It's going to hit the day before the election, before the president election. I think
Oh,
pretty,
God.
pretty crazy. I was like, what else?
Right.
I was like, oh my God. So, just thought that was funny. Also, just staying on the news entertainment side, it looks like somebody in Germany was going to experiment with an indoor concert with COVID. I don't know if you caught that briefly, but kind of crazy. I don't know if I would go to a concert right now, especially what's going on with COVID. I mean, I don't know if you can do social distancing.
Right.
You know, kind of crazy.
Well, July.
Would you go to a concert right now?
You know, actually I was supposed to go to Janet Jackson concert, which was on July 24th, and I bought the tickets like middle of, was it March? I think it was March or the beginning of March, and I had bought tickets, and I just thought it'd be cool to go see her, you know, and I heard she did pretty, you know, her concerts were pretty cool, but so I was waiting for that, and I figured it was gonna get canceled, and it did. I was kind of upset about that, but yeah, I mean, it's a concert. I mean, it's hard to control that crowd like that and separate everybody, and without everybody, you know, them getting their money. It was gonna be at LC Arena. I was really looking forward to it, but yeah, you got what's that?
Who's LC Arena at?
Downtown, the Little Caesars Arena.
Oh, I thought you said when you said I was like, what?
Oh no, but yeah, and I'm used to calling it that now. But yeah, so I was looking forward to going to that, but it didn't happen. So I think she did a live concert, streamed it or something like that. But yeah, I don't know about going to any concert right now. So
No, yeah.
a little bit too dangerous for sure.
Too dangerous. All right, so we're going to jump over to the political world. I know you know this is not a big subject, but the RNC just did their 4-day convention. It was a little different than the DNC convention.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
Trump, I gotta give my hats off to her. I know the last time she talked, she stole some of Obama's wife, his speech, or that's what they were saying. But I gotta give my hats off to Melania Trump. Man, she knocked it out of the park. She made her husband feel look, not perfect. Look, she basically said, "Look, he is who he is. He's not perfect. We don't get along sometimes." Made him feel, I think,
go figure.
Human. The rest of the stuff was kind of, I don't know. It felt weird because they just, pointing the fingers, the China virus. I don't know why they said that. I don't know why they just don't call it COVID-19. Oh, China virus thing. I don't get it. It's weird when they say it. But overall, the convention is what I expected it. But I got to be honest with you, Trump, he looked crazy as ever. So yeah, I mean, he said some crazy stuff.
What did he say? Because I didn't catch it. Give me a couple of things that
he just saw some crazy stuff. I mean, I thought I was watching. I was telling somebody the other day. I thought, I swear to God, I was watching Palpatine from Star Wars, Darth Sidious. You know what I mean? Talking basically me. I'm like, I'm waiting for this guy to whip out a Jedi lightsaber. I mean, it was so comical, just
right.
Do
you think, not to cut you off, but do you think that he intentionally does things like that, or you think that's just the way he is?
I don't know. It just, like I said, he was saying. I mean, he was comparing himself to Abraham Lincoln. I just was like, this guy is really out of his mind. I was like, what are you talking about?
Well, that's your president.
And just, like I said, I was like, this guy, if you remember the scene from the damn Star Wars movie where Palpatine takes over and he's like, oh, I'm going to reform the Republic is my new empire. And I was just like, this is the way that Donald Trump.
Right. Maybe he just watched Star Wars the night before or something. I mean,
Quote
him.
Just crazy, just China virus. And, he was just talking about, all the things he's done. It's just like.
Yeah, he contradicts himself a lot. I know that.
Like he says, I don't know, who's reading, who's telling him this stuff, but, I don't know how accurate some of this stuff is. I know some of the stuff he's done, it's like, whatever. But, but like I said, Melania Trump she actually did pretty good. I was kind of surprised.
Right.
But the rest was kind of all BS. You know what I mean?
Right.
Some of these people that they get to come up and talk, it's like, wow, where do they find these people? So I thought it was okay. Same bullshit. All I can tell you is get out and vote. If you want to change, get out and vote. If you're going to complain, don't say. If you're not going to vote, don't complain. That's all I can tell you.
Right.
But, definitely the injustice that's happening in this country, the dividing of this country, the way politicians are doing it. I definitely think, like I said, I think it needs to start at a local level. It starts with the mayor, starts with the chief of police, whatever the case may be. Let's train these police officers to have the right mentality when they're dealing with public. November 4th, I know you think it's not going to make a difference, but get out and vote. I can't tell you who to vote for.
Even if we're doing it by mail, I mean,
whatever. Vote for Mickey Mouse. What you want to do if you want to vote. So that's all I can tell you is you guys want to change, vote. So, all right, so I think we're going to be wrapping up some stuff. I mean, unless you want to talk stuff. I wanted to bring up Mike D just launched his own little takeout over at Giovanni on Tuesday and Wednesday, between 3 and 10. So I just want to give a shout out to Mike D. If you haven't gone to check out, he's got a couple things on his menu, so go check it out. I believe he's got a burger, a chicken sandwich, and stuff like that. So go check it out. It's at Giovanni's Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 3 to 10. So go check out Mike Delgado, give him support. So just go check it out. Alex, definitely go check it out. I know you'll probably
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely gonna go show him some love and eat some of that good food for sure.
I think yeah, he's got like a quarter pounder or a half pound burger. Go check it out if you
Right,
haven't. It's every
right,
Tuesday between 3 and 10 at Giovanni's right on Burner Highway and
right.
24th. So go check that out. And then also I wanted to give a special shout out to a really good friend of mine that designed the our logo right on the street. His name is Eddie. Eddie. Smack Graphics. If you need anything designed, this guy's been doing designs for 30 years.
Sure. Yeah, he's amazing, man.
So I wanted to give a great guy. If you need anything, Smack Graphics at gmail.com, 602-480-88. I know you don't do web designs because
Right.
want to give up any shout outs to anybody, any big ups? You want to talk?
No. I'd give one to Smack Graphics for sure, man. I know he's, I met him through you. He's a good guy. Yeah, amazing graphic designer for sure. And yeah, I appreciate the logo, Smack. So big ups, appreciate it. You know what? I guess I can give one shout out to. I kind of wanted to do it, use it in the background, kind of be my thing every week, but I can still show him love. But a friend of mine, Gabriel Cervantes, he got a food truck, El Caso Tacos. I'm trying to look up where he's located at. I think it's like 1003 South Cass Lake Road. This next Tuesday and Wednesday. So it's called El Caso Tacos, Latin food catering. Just want to give him a shout out. I knew him forever, and we kind of talked about it. But like I said, I'll share the logo and let everybody check it out, in the next couple weeks and everything. But yeah, go check it out. We got, like I said, it's a food truck. Got great food. I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. Little out of my way, but I still might make it out there. Maybe go check out Mike D's food, and then maybe go check out El Caso. But yeah, so I just want to give him a shout out. He's actually located. It's in Waterford, so
Yeah,
yeah, you could look him up. You can look him up. Just type in El Caso tacos and on Instagram or Facebook. And yeah, I just want to give him a shout out and keep doing your thing, man. Proud of you.
right. Also, I think we mentioned it last week. Wearing his hat, Detroit Forever. His new store, new location. If you ever want to go check out Jose Rivera's store, it's on 51st Avenue, Michigan Avenue. I don't know the hours. I think they do vary. But go check out his store. Go get some latest gear. Send me a shirt, Detroit Forever, hat. Still have the hat. Detroit Love Tacos every Tuesday, Taco Tuesday at Nancy Whiskey's. Go check that out. That's located in Corktown. So I know we talked about so many different stories, but do you have any stories you want to talk about before you leave?
No, not really. I kind of shared the one that I had in mind earlier, which was, it wasn't so positive, but I just wanted to share that and just, kind of let people know, like, what we, what we went through, and like I said, just think it happens. I'm sure everybody has their own story, but next week I'll come back maybe with a positive one. But no, I don't have nothing else.
All right, so it's an escort story, so
those are always fun.
it's kind of embarrassing, kind of funny. So it's called Dirty Money. Okay, that's what the episode was
Right.
called. So basically, I picked up the phone call, and the guy, he answered. He said, "Who do you have available?" Blah blah blah. And I told him not to mention any names or anything like that. And he said, "I have some requests." And it was a special request, so here I want to make sure you have a girl that's going to be able to up to par, or be able to tolerate what I want. So I said, okay. So I send my driver, good friend of ours, we know him. Friend, he goes with this escort. Her name is Honey. So we sent her over because
Oh man, I know this story. Oh boy.
She's probably up for anything. So she's yeah, she's definitely up for anything. So she calls me. She gets there to drive her, and she goes, "Look, I have a problem." And I said, "Well, what's going on?" And she said, "Well, he's in a jacuzzi bathtub in the bathroom, and he's shitting on himself." And I go,
Jesus Christ.
I said, "What are you talking about?" And she goes, "He's shitting on himself, and he wants me to puke, throw up on him, and he'll paint." And she goes, "Well, his face is, because he's probably got shit on his hands. He's touching his face." She said his fucking face is all red, up, whatever the case may be.
Right.
Then I get on the, she goes, "You talk to him." So I talked to him. I said, "Hey, what's going on?" He goes, "Look," he goes, "I'm willing to give this girl $500 if she throws up on me." And I said, "Why I'm in the jacuzzi?"
What in the world?
And and he goes, "I'll give your driver if he sucks my dick." So I'm like,
right.
"What?" I said, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "Look, I'll give her $500 if she throws up on me. I don't want to have sex with her. I don't want to do anything. I want her to throw up on me."
Wow.
And he goes, "And I want to suck your driver's dick." And I go,
thank God I wasn't driving.
So I'm laughing, right? So I'm like,
I wasn't driving on that car.
Let me talk to the girl. I said, "Let me talk to the girl." So I said, "Look," I said, "We just want you to throw up on him. Because there's shit all over the money."
Like it's nuts.
I said, "There's shit all over the money." I said, "Look, just wash the motherfucker off."
Right.
Just wash the fucking money off. I said, "Let me talk to the driver." And she goes, "Why do you want to talk to the driver?" She goes, I said, "Go get the driver." He gets on the phone.
Right.
And I said, "Hey, this guy wants to suck your dick for $250. Are you up for this?" And he goes, she goes, "What?" He goes, "I'll punch this motherfucker's face."
Yeah.
Motherfucker. And I was like,
I just remember him saying that he would have hit the guy
he's
if
like,
he didn't have
"Come on,"
crap on him.
"Never mind, just don't do it."
Crazy,
man.
Oh
Whatever. So I said,
God.
"Put it on." I said, and she goes, "Okay." She goes, "But there's shit on the money." I said, "Just throw up on the motherfucker and get out of there." So
Jesus.
she throws up on him. She gets her money.
What, she did it? I don't even remember her doing it. Oh my God.
She threw up on him. And then she told me, she calls me.
I didn't work that day.
Car. She on the money. I said, "Go wash the motherfucker off." What do you I mean, what money's not dirty, right? What money?
Oh my God. That's beyond dirty though.
So they get back to the office, and we're at the time we're in Michigan Avenue, Michigan and Apple actually.
Right.
Right across the street from the old McDonald's. They come into
Wow.
us the thing, and I said, "So what happened?" He goes, "Oh, there was shit on the money, whatever." I said, "Well, did you wash my part?" She's like, "Yeah, it smells like shit." And
oh my God, so gross.
He starts drinking, right? And he passes out. So he's notorious for passing out, drinking and passing out. Love the guy.
Right.
It's probably about 4 in the morning. We're ready to shut
Right.
down, right? And I see his wallet. And
Oh my God, man.
I noticed that he's got some money in there.
That was the money he made from driving, I'm pretty sure.
I know the girl tipped him. But there was an actual $300. It was $300. So it was $50 for the driver, and someone got $250 for the wallet. I don't know what happened.
We made fun of him for that for a while, but
This is what happened. So I just want to leave you with that story. Pretty gross, pretty disgusting, pretty funny.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, I remember him telling me, he was like, if I would have hit that guy if he didn't have shit all over him. I was gonna knock the shit out of him, and I was like, literally. But yeah, there was a lot of crazy things that happened with that when you were running that business, man.
just
crazy stories, nasty.
I think there's not enough love in the world, so I think there's need to be a little more love, a little more fucking. Most of this shit with. So, just want to leave you with that. Anything else? Are you good?
Oh, I'm good.
All right.
Appreciate everybody tuning in or whatever and showing some love and support.
All right, I'll see you.
Everybody stay safe.
8
Keep
a.m.
wearing those masks.
Wear a mask. All right, man. I'm gonna put this on.
All right.